Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for April 2022. Whew, we got it all going on, Scorpio. Never a dull moment with these Scorpions. Okay, starting out the month I have sitting at a crossroads. Now you're sitting at a crossroads for a couple of reasons. One is around a relationship, and the other thing is around work and money. So what's going on in those two areas of your life? Whew, it's like, this is a big month. Might take me a while to get through all of this. On one hand, April, you've got the world at your feet, and on the other hand, I've got endings and new beginnings and like overdoing things, travel, like just everything. There's just everything. I don't know if there's any part of your life that I'm not going to touch on for April, Scorpio. All right, let's get started. If you are single, there is a long-term relationship coming into your life at the start of April. And if you are already in a relationship, maybe you're looking for more love in that relationship, then that will happen at the start of April as well. And then when I've got this beautiful vibe around this relationship, I've got lovers, I've got the world, I've got victory, and I've got the death card. Like, so many great cards around this relationship. So long-term relationship, the world at your feet, victory is around finding this person, and death, so the big changes that are coming into your life when this person comes into your life as well. So really nice cards, and yet what the fuck happens? Because it seems to all just fall apart then. It's really a bit distressing to see how good it is and see how quickly it falls apart. So I kind of feel like it's really good, and then maybe there's something happens and you hit this massive bump in the road, and you might even be thinking, oh my God, I've met this great person. I feel like this could be my forever person. We're going to get married and live happily ever after. All the good shit. And then something happens and your confidence is completely blown, gone. There's some sort of betrayal happening, or some perceived betrayal. Something happens and you lose confidence completely in this relationship. Don't fear. There is a rekindling of that relationship immediately after. But I guess because you're on such a high, you know, maybe you've set massive standards for this relationship because it started out so freaking fantastic, and you're just on this massive high, as we can be when we first start relationships, and then you feel like you get a kick in the guts and it just really bursts your bubble a little bit. And then you start worrying about it and thinking, oh my gosh, is this right? Am I like doing the wrong thing? I don't want you to run away at this point. Yes, there's a kick in the guts. Yes, there seems to be a little bit of a betrayal, but I think you might be being a bit dramatic, and it's not as bad as you think it is. So please listen to that person, see what they have to say about the situation. I do see you turning it back around and having a reignited romance with that person, but it rattles you, you're right? It rattles you. And maybe it's just something you didn't expect to hear from that person or about that person, or something of their behavior sort of throws you and you weren't expecting it. You know, no one's perfect. You're not perfect, they're not perfect, none of us are perfect. We all fuck up and make mistakes sometimes. I think being a little bit sort of a bit softer about what happens might be the better way to go. You know, sometimes I see betrayal and it's like, that's it for me, it's over, it's done, they have to go. But I really think this situation may get blown out of proportion, and you can pull this back if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. You are a Scorpio. Once you've made a decision, that's kind of it, isn't it? But can I implore you to just not cut that person off too quickly, because I think there are some really redeeming factors around this person that need to be taken into account. Okay, that's the relationship stuff. Now as I move, that all happens in like the first 2 weeks of April. That's all happened, started, finished, done, back together. All happened by like week 2 to 3 of April. So it's very fast. Now, as I get to the end of April, things are calming down then after that. So really dramatic, everything's going on. And then at the end of April, I've got more peace and calm around here as well. So end of April. End of April is a time when I don't want you to be doing too much. You're pushing yourself just a tad too hard, as Scorpios do. And I do feel like there's a little trip. I hope the trip involves this new partner that you get, or this partner, or your husband or your wife, or whoever we've had this sort of a rough time with. I'd really like for you to go away and have some time alone with each other. Otherwise, if that doesn't happen and you do decide to end the relationship with this person in the middle of April, then you will still go on a trip, but you'll be with more like a friendship group or something like that. And I really like that. Like, I really want you to go on it. For some reason it's important. Maybe it's just to hit the reset button, whatever it is, but it seems to be important for you to do that. Okay, Scorpio, so starting out the month low, then this massive high, then feeling deflated, then back on track. See, it's up and down and up and down. So your job then is to not overthink everything, don't be too judgy, and listen to people and listen to their explanations and what they have to say to you before you go wiping people off. Okay, so a big month for you, Scorpio. Interesting. I hope you get through that okay. I think you will, because it looks like you're going to. So you'll be fine. Okay, thanks for listening, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.